Hey, this rendering is a lot better than the last one. It's Top Hat Friday. Welcome to Let's Be Friends. Top Hat, which is usually on Fridays. I even brought my magic wand. I made this specially for me. Anyways, it took some art. I had to draw upon my art abilities, my artistic abilities to make this magic wand to go with my top hat. And it is the Top Hat edition. I'll be doing this every Friday for Let's Be Friends. And I guess this rendering is a lot better. It's a lot more fluent. It doesn't cut out like the last one. So here we are. And it's 2 o'clock in the UK. So 1400. Yeah, 1400 in military time. I heard they use military time in the UK. And I guess I'm going to hold off on the show and tell. I'm wearing my hoodie today because it's kind of cold today. We can always count on the sun being out every once in a while. And I'm going to unmask or unveil my show and tell. Show and tell. So how are things with you? Let me know when you chime in. I always like wearing my top hat. To me it's a magical hat. I have another one looks like a Willy Wonka hat. I'll probably wear that on the next Top Hat episode of Top Hat Friday. Yesterday was wild. Oh, wait a minute. I messed up. Today is not Friday. It's Thursday. It's supposed to be Thirsty Thursday. I made a mistake. Oh well, I still look good in my top hat. It's still a top hat edition. So that's what I'll do every once in a while. Whether it's Friday or not, it'll be the top hat edition. I guess the table, I need to move it closer because I noticed the sound is, wow, I'm getting good definition today. Yesterday it was kind of choppy and blurry. Now it's looking good. The good Wi-Fi connection is, I'm outside, so that's putting a bit of a challenge or a bit of a strain on the Wi-Fi when I come outside. I can't do it inside because there's lots of traffic in the house. You know, people like to get up and walk around when they know I'm doing a live stream. They shouldn't do that. So it's about 3 minutes into the show. It's the 19th, October the 19th. It's 9 o'clock on Eastern Standard Time. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So I think this one will be a short one, depending on who or when someone will join me. It's Thursday. It's a work day. I think I'll be doing this on the weekends, like Saturday, Sunday, when so many people aren't working, So I can do that on the weekends or holidays when people are actually off on that day, off on holiday. I guess I can unveil my show and tell. I've got my show and tell. It's a little surprise for you. This a belt goes in this loop here, and it's you pull it out, and it's a rod. It looks like a rod, a small rod, and The surprise is it's two daggers that are, it's kind of like a ninja weapon, a hideaway ninja weapon, a concealed carry kind of weapon. This is another thing that we get me in trouble in California. We get me a lot of trouble because it's not only is it dangerous, it's a concealed. You can conceal it. You can walk around with it. If I could get it back together again. It looks like a little nightstick. And when you carry it around. What I wish is that they would lock. It would lock in place. That way you could use it as a kubaton. You know, you could, as well as a couple of daggers. But it doesn't do that. It doesn't lock in place. It'd be clever to think of a way to make it lock in place. So I hope you're liking my shorts. I made some shorts. They're mostly mantras. It seems like the mantras do better than the comedy, you know. I am always in the right place at the right time, doing the right thing, you know. Today is my lucky day. So I think this is a good time to start my show, to have the live stream. People are watching the live streams after they are completed, after they've been archived. I got 7 views on my last one, so maybe this will catch on. People will be able to watch my reruns if they don't catch the live show. And so we're about 7 minutes into the show. I guess we'll wait for some questions, some comments. Just to say hi. You can call in or chat just to say hello, and you don't have to say much. You can just chat, you know. I guess this is just a stabbing weapon. That's because I've been trying to get it sharp, and it's going to take a lot to get it sharp. But it's pointy. It'll do the job for close quarters combat. In the olden days, they used to take feces. They would put feces on their weapons because it would cause infection. That's one thing I wouldn't want my knife to smell like. So you just dip it in poo, and you stab your enemy, and it causes infections. This is probably what that would be good for. Some good old poison, a poison poker. They have these that are a lot bigger. I like to add a bigger scale to my collection. The bigger ones, they lock in place. It looks like a... So today is, I guess, it's not Top Hat Friday. I thought it was Friday already. I guess a lot of people wish it was Friday when it's actually Thursday or Wednesday. Because I've got a remedy for Monday, and that's Blues Monday. Blues Monday is when I can come out and do the Blues Monday edition. And this is I guess this is another Top Hat edition. For those of you who are loyal to my channel, I always try to, again, I kind of abandoned the videos. There's some good videos that I've made, stop motion and animation, and I notice they don't get a lot of attention. People don't click on videos anymore. So I have resorted to just shorts and live streams. Live streams, I get, like, the most I've gotten from a live stream is 30 views. So, yeah, hopefully, I've got some subscribers. I've got, like, 240 subscribers. So some of them should be getting an alert that I am now doing a live stream. And it's just something to do, something to pass the time away. I notice a lot of people binge watch, a lot of people watch shows, and they don't have a chance to interact. You know, they can interact with each other through texting and Facebook and such, but and the like. So yeah, it's morning here. It's like 9 o'clock a.m. So yeah, 9 a.m. and we've got cloud cover. So today might be a park day for me. I might take you all to the park with me when my phone is fully charged. I can use the Wi-Fi at the park. See who will join me for a park edition of Thirsty Thursday. I came up with Thirsty Thursday. You know, really looking for ideas here, things to do on certain days. Blues Monday, Booby Tuesday, Wild Wednesday. Get, I had a visitor yesterday. It's a little cat, a black cat that comes around, and that cat gets more views than I do. I made a short with that black cat, and or they didn't. It featured that black cat, and it got more views than I did. Got like a couple of like 2,000 views, and I did an Ace Ventura short. Like what movie is this from? My latest one is RoboCop. I did like a do I sound like RoboCop? I think I'll do that. I've been told I do mimic. I mimic very well. I can sound like other people, and what I can do is I sound like, because the movies I think have run their course. What movie is this from? I think I'm running out of movies to quote. So what I can do is do the mantras, and also the do I sound like, like Peter Griffin. If I really try hard, I can sound like Peter Griffin. Oh, wait a second. I'm seeing a. Oh, there's my black cat. She's just trotting by. Every once in a while, that black cat just shows up. Maybe it's my familiar. Maybe she's my familiar. I've heard of familiars in the spirit, things to do with the supernatural. A lot of uh, a lot of people who are practitioners of the arts, in the dark arts, they have a familia, and I think maybe that female black cat is my familia. She always seems to show up. Yesterday, if you watch the video I made before this one, right behind me, um, that black cat appeared, and just now the black cat appeared and walked across between or from one call to another, and I guess we'll just sit here until somebody chimes in, somebody visits my live stream. I notice there's a bit of a delay, like a half a second or quarter of a second delay, but it looks like it's a lot clearer than yesterday. Excuse me. So I guess yes, this will be a top hat, whether it's Friday or not. It's a top hat. Wow, I must have had a good breakfast. I haven't had breakfast yet. I'm waiting on my mother's nurse to finish her visit, um, so my mother can tell her what's going on and how her progress is with her health. I wonder how long it'll be before I'll have a nurse visiting me. I guess 50, in my 50s now. 55, I'll be 56 next year. So 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock here. I've noticed 2 o'clock my time. No, around 4 or 5 o'clock my time, I get chatters. So maybe this is too soon. Not soon for the UK. 5 hours ahead. The UK is 5 hours ahead of us. in the U.S. So you have to get up pretty early in the morning to be in sync with the UK. So I guess I can enjoy the quiet. I like the quiet. I like to see the clouds and what shapes they take. Maybe we could do Pareidolia Day, you know, maybe Sunday, on sunny Sunday. I'm getting a signal. Maybe somebody is typing in a chat. So somebody might say hi on this Top Hat edition. I try to make it interesting. I try to make my show fun and exciting. I'll introduce a puppet maybe. I have a puppet named Bobo that I can have join us. October. The whole month of October, people are putting out their Halloween decorations. The morning air. I think it's time for bagels and English muffins because you can toast them. I like toasted pastries and strudels, English muffins, and bagels. Bagels are a bit hard to bite into sometimes. They're very rubbery. So we're just sitting quietly, waiting for someone to chime in if they wish to join. Sitting here with my magic wand. If I could wave my magic wand. Wow, I guess it is early for me. 9 o'clock? I used to be up and at 'em at 9 o'clock, already into my work day. I'm kind of excited to do this. I want to make this my work. I want to make this the thing I do. So I've heard that if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. And this is what I enjoy doing. I like entertaining. I like talking to people, mostly face to face or by way of chat, like I'm doing here. And oh yes, I need to add in my link, the link for donations, because right now this channel is not monetized yet. So at the end of this, I'll be able to add in. That's what I forgot to do. I was so excited to set up uh, this live chat or this. I guess it's a live. Yeah. So I'm doing this live at the moment, but later on it will be a matter of time before people see this episode. And I forgot to add in the link, the all important link to the page where those of you who'd like to donate can donate. That way you'll be kind of funding my show and my research. I want to do a lot of research um, into paranormal things, doing first-hand work, because a lot of times I see things that are paranormal are mostly videotaped or they are recorded from cameras, CCV, closed caption video. Um, but it would be nice to experience these things like haunted castles, haunted locations. I like to go to haunted locations and have maybe a psychic come with me to so that he or she or both, I could have a male and female psychic along with me to investigate, um, just for my own um, my own curiosity, to satisfy my own curiosity, because there are locations that are actually haunted, and it'd be nice to go to those locations, um, and experience these phenomenon. You know, it's always been a thing throughout the ages. ETs, Bigfoot, and hauntings, haunted items. You know, I like to go to the Ed and Lorraine Warren uh, Museum, and also the Zach Bagans. Um, yeah, Zach Bagans also has a haunted museum. That'd be nice to go on a tour. A lot of people are going on tours, but I like to do my own personal tour to add my own personal touch and personality to the um, the locations. Also, where people um, have had experiences, you know, or things have happened at certain locations. I could uh, bring a camera crew maybe. If I had the funds, I could do that. Just go to, where things have happened, locations like Rammstein. The was it the group Rammstein from Germany? Rammstein Airport was where a crash had happened, I think, and I think that's where they got their name. Yeah. So maybe I can get some Rammstein video uh, links so you could watch Rammstein. I've always liked Rammstein. I remember before, in California, that's all I would listen to was Rammstein and their latest albums that would come out. And so yeah, that's what inspired me to learn some German was listening to Rammstein and Rammstein. People call it Rammstein, but it was Rammstein. We're all living in America, America, it's wunderbar. So we're 22 minutes into the show. Usually it takes a little while before people chime in or visit. It took a good hour yesterday before my one visitor started chatting with me. He goes by the name Trigger, something Trigger. And so I guess I can wait a little longer. What I do is usually a half an hour I run these shows. And if I don't get a chatter, and within a half an hour I usually end the episode. So I've showed you my magic wand. I've showed you my top hat. I've showed you my stabbing weapon. So that's how far we've gotten so far. I do kind of promote comedy. I do like to promote comedy. So if I can be comedic, I will. I've noticed sometimes I will say and do things that are funny. So that's what this is about. The station, this YouTube channel is about fun and excitement and having comedy, adding to comedy. So I'll have to find out what it means when my nose itches. Maybe I'm going to come into company, good company. Oh wow! The sun is rising as it rises. It casts uh, a great light on the trees across from me. So maybe you can see what I see when I switch the camera around. I will lift up and I will switch it around. Have an overcast. I call them the twin trees. They kind of look the same. They probably share the same DNA, the same makeup. So yes, that's what I'm seeing right now. Of course, the sun goes away when I switch around. That's what I can do when I interview someone. When they talk, I can turn the back camera to the front camera, have someone sit across from me at this round table. It is a round table. It is a. We'll check out. Show you for a second here. See my round table? It is definitely round. It is definitely a table. And I was thinking for the. There we go. I was thinking for the full moon edition. On the 27th of October, I'll be doing a full moon edition. And I'll have to get a nice candle. And I could put a candle on this table and have it lit. And we can chat in front of a lit candle. Here we go. I'm sliding around here. So this will definitely be the top hat edition, and it won't have to. We won't have to wait till Friday to do a top hat edition. Tongue twister, top hat edition. So I won't have to wait until Friday to do a top hat edition. We can make it special somehow. Well, it's special because it's a top hat edition. So I am looking forward to people chiming in from other parts of the world, you know. One person was from Japan, said hello from Japan, so maybe we can get some people from Japan to join me on my live streams. One person was from the West yesterday, didn't want to give away their location, so I guess one person was from Florida. One person said they were from the West. So I'm just enjoying this autumn weather. Maybe in the afternoon I'll do another edition for the top hat edition. Another top hat edition of Let's Be Friends. A play on words, B-E-E instead of B-E. Let's be friends. Bzzz. Someone said I look like Christopher Lee. Someone yesterday, one of my chatters that I recognized from another episode, I look like Christopher. I think it's because my hair is pulled back. I look like Christopher Lee, the one who played Count Dooku in the episodes, the mini episodes of Star Wars. My hat messes my hair. My top hat messes with my hair. There we go. I look stylish today. I look rather stylish today. I don't know. I have to see if I can sound like Winston Churchill. You know, the older version. Winston Churchill, he was in the military. Before he became Prime Minister. I think it was Prime Minister during the Second World War. We shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight on the landing grounds. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. We shall never surrender. Oh my God, there's so many things I like to memorize. We shall fight on the landing grounds. No, we shall fight on the beaches. We shall fight in the fields and in the streets. We shall fight with great confidence and great strength in the air. We shall defend our island, whatever the cost may be. I guess I get lonely. I get lonely without you, without my subscribers and people who pop in, people who are have YouTube accounts. Oh, it looks like I've been joined Don't be shy, say hi. I see one. So this is kind of like fishing, you know. This is like urban fishing. Somebody popped in and popped out. So it's 30 minutes into the show, 30 minutes into our Top Hat edition. Maybe I can get some chatting going on. I will cut this to a half an hour if someone probably just popped in to see what was going on out of curiosity. Wow, we're getting some cloud cover. We're definitely getting some cloud cover. I hope it doesn't rain in the middle of my show. I'll have to get an umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella, Ella, Ella. I hear what sounds like a squirrel. I guess it is getting colder now because I don't see many birds out. Usually during the spring and summertime, all the birds start coming out. Cardinals come out when it's cold. I've seen a few cardinals here in Georgia. In Dallas, Georgia. There's a Dallas everywhere. Dallas, Texas. Somebody thought I was in Dallas, from Dallas, Texas, because I said I'm in Dallas. Anyway. Who shot JR? That was a big deal. Dallas, the show Dallas, the movie, yeah, the show. Maybe if I wave my magic wand, I will get someone to chat with me. This is kind of an exaggerated wand. You know, normally magic wands are a bit smaller than this. But this is a bigger wand for bigger magic. I guess I'm doing my urban fishing. I'm fishing for people who will chat with me. Come along and chat. Join us for a chat. So I'm sitting here with my top hat, with my magic wand, waiting for a chatter. I guess as soon as my mother's nurse leaves, I will go in and have some breakfast. I have to buy more breakfast items next time I go to the store. Get some strudels. I've been craving strudels for breakfast. I don't usually wait till breakfast for my strudels. Strudels and hot chocolate. Or cocoa, hot cocoa. So I'm waiting for chatters, people who can join me for this live edition. This is mostly a Q&A, question and answer episodes, I try at least. So I think maybe later on, maybe around 12 o'clock my time, 12, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 o'clock, it will be. Again, I'm trying to get it to, I have some Canadian viewers. That's 4% of my demographic, and I have 3% UK viewers. So I'm trying to do these live streams in sync with the right time zones. Yes. So I guess I'll sit here and look dapper in my top hat until someone joins me. Join us. Join us. That was Evil Dead, yeah. Join us. I guess we could talk about spooky things on October. Oc meaning 8. Tober meaning sober. I don't know. October. Octavia. Octavius? Octavia. Yeah. August was named after Augustus Caesar. So maybe October was named after Octavian. Yeah, it's amazing how much power Roman emperors had. You know, they could declare days, or yeah, Julius, Augustus, yeah, Augustus, maybe, yeah. August was named after. I'm pretty sure there was some. Trying to remember. There's one Roman emperor that didn't get a lot of press. I'm trying to remember his name. There was Caligula was Caligula and Nero were crazy emperors. Please help me remember. I'm trying to remember that name. That there was an emperor that didn't get a lot of attention or press. I'm trying to remember his name. It'll probably pop up later. Try to remember Roman emperor names. Seems like the craziest emperors are the Roman emperors. Aligai, Caligai. So, anyways, you also, you also have a good day. Yeah, I think yeah, we're waiting for her to go. Then I can have breakfast. Oh, goody goody. So I'll sit in Elagabalus. That was his name. Thank you. I sometimes, if I ask the name, here's a technique. If you forget someone's name, like the name of a celebrity or the name of a person, visualize walking up to that person and asking them their name. Ask them their name in your imagination. Ask them their name. Just politely walk up and ask them their name. And this works all the time. I will remember that person's name. It'll be like that person tells me their name. And there's also the whisper technique. In your imagination, walk up to someone and whisper in their ear 3 times. Text me, text me, text me, and then touch them, and then walk away. Uh, Envision yourself as an apparition or a ghost. Walk up to that person in your imagination and say, text me, text me, text me. And there will be, yeah, you walk up and touch them and then walk away. And they will text you. That's called the whisper technique. And so, yeah, the whisper technique. And so the other technique I invented was if you forget someone's name and you're racking your brain trying to remember someone's name, you in your imagination walk up to them like a friendly encounter and ask, what is your name? That's kind of what I did just now. Just now, it was Elagabalus is a Roman emperor who was just as crazy, if not crazier, than Caligula. Elagabalus did strange things. Um, he was like the shortest. He had the shortest reign. Elagabalus. He was like in his teens when he was Roman emperor. When he was emperor of Rome, and yeah, Elagabalus. He doesn't get much press, but he was just as crazy, if not crazier, than Nero and um, and Caligula. Elagabalus and Caligula both threw money uh, out of windows to watch people fight each other for the money or for the coins. So yeah, it's your history lesson. that's some of the things I want to try out. Try out these different, like visualizing a quarter. Visualize something that you want to have appear into your reality. Visualize it in your imagination. Um, just close your eyes and visualize. Close your eyes and visualize, if you will, some, something that you would really like to have appear into your reality. Like if you want a new pocket knife, or if you want a specific coin, or a new car, even, or or a meeting with someone. In your imagination, imagine yourself meeting with that person. Every detail, sights, sounds, smells, and I've noticed that. I did a quarter. You can do it too. You can just close your eyes and visualize a quarter appearing into your reality, like on the top of a table, or on the ground. Uh, Visualize a quarter appearing into your reality. This has happened. I can show proof. There was all of my quarters go into my candy machine. I have a candy machine inside. It's full of jelly beans, and whenever I find quarters, I put them into the candy machine to get jelly beans out. And so, what I can do, yes, I close my eyes, visualize, close your eyes and visualize yourself having or finding a quarter somewhere on the ground or on a tabletop, and do that for a few minutes until you start to get tired. Because I notice evoking when you're invoking and evoking energy, when you're using energy for paranormal things, um, you start to get tired. So if you want something to really happen in your reality, close your eyes and visualize this this thing happening in your imagination, and get very detailed. How much? What does a quarter feel like in your hand? How much weight does it have in your hand? Or what does it when you pick it up? What date is on the quarter? Or coin, any whatever denomination you have in your country, um, a pound sterling. You know what it what does it look like in your hand? What does it feel like in your hand? How much does it weigh in your hand? Um, and just really get into detail. How shiny is it? Um, what face is on the coin? And um, and then it will show up in your reality. It will. I've done this before in other videos, but these are some things that we can try out, like sigils. I've known how you make a sigil. You know, write out your your desire. Write out your desire. Like I I am making $1,000 a day. I am making $1,000 a day. Write that out. I am making $1,000 a day, and then cross out all of the consonants, and then cross out all of the vowels, and then cross out all of the consonants that repeat themselves, and then make a design out of those remaining characters. And then they say, write it on, write that, make that design on a piece of paper, and then I put it under my pillow. I put my sigil under my pillow, and every morning I look at it. I look at it for for a few minutes or until you get tired. Do it until you get tired. Just look at that sigil that you've created out of those remaining letters. Just make like a. You've seen like Smith and Wesson, or or what's another? We see sigils all the time. They're like Smith and Wesson. That's that's S and W. They're basically letters stacked on top of each other. That's how I was originally taught. You just basically stack all the letters on top of each other, and that creates a sigil. So the first step is write out your desire in the present tense, then omit all of the vowels, then omit all of the consonants that repeat themselves. Like in the word all, you just if there's two L's, or N, if you see N more times, more than one time, cross out those consonants, and then the ones you're left with, stack them on top of each other, and that becomes a sigil. And once you've created your sigil, look at it in the morning, right when you wake up, and then look at it at night, right before you go to sleep, because they say that's your limen is the weakest during those two times, in the morning when you wake up and at night before you go to sleep. Um, just gaze at that sigil. What's happening is you're getting a message past your limen. You're getting a message. Uh, your critical thinking. Your critical thinking is bypassed when you look at the sigil that you've made, and your unconscious mind takes in that information and makes it possible. See, our conscious mind is always interfering with our desires, our dreams, our ambitions, um, because of our belief systems. You have to bypass your belief systems to make something happen. Um, and that's sometimes, and chanting is another way. We can do these experiments. I'll do like live experiments, chanting. Get your chant your desire until you get tired, you know, because your energy is being focused on something. You're and yeah, there. Yes, so you're focusing your intention on something, and then just chant what you want, chant your desire until you're tired, and you'll see it happen in your reality. These are things we can do together. Um, I guess that's what this will be. Uh, on Let's Be Friends, um, we can do experiments in the supernatural, and in the comments, try any one of these that I've already spoken of. All these that I've already talked about. Um, Try the whisper technique. Try the I can't remember your name. I want to remember your name, or what is your name technique. Like whenever I see a celebrity and I can't remember their name, I in my imagination walk up to that person. In my imagination, I ask them their name, and it's always worked for me. It's always, I remember their name. Like yeah, like yeah, just any celebrity name or a person's name. It's like, wow, I wish I could remember their name. You just, in your imagination, walk up to them and ask them their name politely, like you're at a party. And so, yes, it's always good to donate. It's always good to donate. So, I'm going to end this. We're 48 minutes into the show. So, I will have my donation link. So when you donate, you will click on the link and it will take you to the site or the page where you can donate. So have a great day. This is the end of this episode.